Hi, thanks for coming to my channel. This is Midnight Moon Tarot and I'm Diana. This reading is for the astrological sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, or anywhere in your birth chart that Scorpio might appear. Also, if you're new to my channel, I'd like to take just a second and invite you to subscribe and click that little bell so that you're sure to be notified whenever I upload new content. Also, in the description box below, you'll find links to my Patreon, my PayPal, and links to some really cool things on Amazon I think you guys like. Okay, so this reading is for June 2021, keeping in mind that all tarot readings are timeless. So whether you come across this reading right after I upload, a week, month, or even a year from now, if you feel drawn to watch it, most likely you'll find a message for you within the reading. Now, if you feel like it doesn't completely resonate with you, just keep the parts that do, disregard the rest. And if you know your other planetary placements, you can listen to those signs as well for additional messages. Okay, so let's go ahead and check in with Spirit and ask our angels, guides, and ancestors for any love messages for Scorpio for June 2021. Spirit, what love messages do you have for Scorpio for June 2021? Spirit, what love messages do you have for Scorpio for June 2021? Spirit, what love messages do you have for Scorpio for June 2021? Okay, now I'm going to divide these cards into 3 stacks. And the card on the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Cups. This is a wonderful card. This is your overall energy for this reading, and as we go through your spread, I'm going to show you how this card is going to relate to the other cards that are coming up. Okay, now the Ten of Cups talks about love, happiness, happily ever after, and achieving all the goals that you set out to that you set for yourself and your family. Okay, now for those of you who are new here, I do 4 rows, and the first row pertains to you, things that you are have recently been going through, things that you're currently dealing with, and you know, things, people, and situations that are coming towards you. All right, now the second row is the same thing, only it's for twin flame, soulmate, divine counterpart, could be a karmic partner. This is possibly someone that you've been involved with before, and you know, you want that reconciliation with them. And the third column has to do with obstacles, challenges, our fears and anxieties, the type of things that we do to ourselves to self-sabotage our own self from achieving what it is that we want or we think we want the most. Okay, now I've got 2 cards in each of the 4 rows, and I'm going to do that 2 more times. So by the time we get to the end of the reading, we're going to have a pretty good idea about what's going on for June 2021. Now, in that first column, remember we just had that 10 of Cups for your overall energy. We have the King of Wands and the Ace of Cups. This is telling me that there is a lot of passion, there is a lot of sensuality, and there's also a lot of deep love that you are experiencing right now in your life and in your relationship. It's, you know, overflowing into all the other areas of your life. It's the more that you are giving out. I feel like I'm going to hiccup. Okay, the more that you're giving out, the more that you are receiving back. And of course, that King of Wands, that's very strong energy as far as passion and lust and desire goes, but it's a little deeper than that. That exists hand in hand with this Ace of Cups, which is like a really awesome combination. Now the World card fell out when I was laying these cards out. It fell out between the first row and the second row, and what that is meaning is it's going to add to the meaning where, you know, you're going to receive a lot of opportunities, and there's going to be a lot of, it's like when the 2 of you walk down the street, the walls bend, kind of like everybody stops. Everybody wants to know who you guys are. It's like you're the golden couple. It's like all eyes are on you guys, and it's a situation where it's bringing out so much of your inner sensuality, your fertility, your growth, the ability to like just move forward and be successful in every single endeavor that you put out, that you two take on together. This is like a really almost too good to be true reading. Not to be pessimistic, but I keep waiting for that other shoe to drop. All right, so obstacles and challenges. We have the Emperor, where we just had the Empress, and we also have Temperance. Well, again, it's nothing bad here. Again, you have a very well-balanced person, a lot of very strong, mature energy. This person is not only your love and your soulmate and someone that you have that deep connection with. This is also someone that gets you, that has the same desires and the same goals for you, and is willing to make sacrifices in order to achieve that, and understand the sacrifices that you are making in order to get to this end result right here. All right, so outcome. Page of Swords and the Six of Cups. So very strong energy again, talking about that soulmate energy, talking about that familiarity you have with this person from the moment you met them. It's like you reconnected, even though you might not have actually met them before in this lifetime. There is that soul connection, and it's very deep, and it's something that it's really hard to explain unless you've experienced it. But if you've ever met someone and just immediately you just clicked, it's that type energy that you're sharing with this person. Now, the Page of Swords talks about, things moving kind of swiftly and moving on. At the same time, there's a little bit of this energy of feeling like you might have to check up on them. And, remember when I said it's too good to be true? You may be feeling that, okay? Even though, it's like, everything you've always wanted. At the same time, you're feeling like, okay, has the universe got the right person here? Because this is too good. So it makes you feel like you're going to start, checking up on things to see if things really are the way they're being presented to you. All right, this is what I was afraid of. Okay, so the Five of Swords and the Knight of Wands is in your next row. The Two of Swords and the Hierophant for your partner. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Wands. And in the outcome, you have the Four of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. All right. So, as you're starting to check into things, as you're starting to do things, you might be finding some things that you're not really crazy about. And this is, causing a few spats between you and your love. And, sometimes, it makes you feel as if maybe you've been betrayed. It makes you feel like, you want to confront them. You want to bring up what's going on. But it's got you so upset and so disturbed that you feel like you've been duped. You feel like this person might be using you for some reason, and you're just not sure, what their reason is. And it leads you to, maybe use some words that you're not comfortable using. Okay, maybe a little name calling and stuff going on. All right, now when you get to your partner's column, you have the Two of Swords and the Hierophant. So this is causing you to do some really deep thinking. Okay, whatever happened in their past or however they may have treated a partner in the past. This is you trying to reason with yourself and find that balance, because the good that this person was giving you. Some people call it love bombing. Okay, if we want to go there. I don't know that it's that severe, but it's seeming like it could very possibly be someone very covert. But yeah, it's making you want to balance and reason. Okay, well, just because I treated this person before me that way doesn't mean that that's how they would treat me. I'm a completely different person here, and that doesn't mean that that's what's going to happen in my relationship. But when there's a pattern, and it's happened with relationship after relationship after relationship, and yes, you are special, but I don't think that it's that special to this person. I think that this is just their modus operandi, their MO, and this is just the way they treat people. They come in and they get you hooked, and then they might be doing things that you're not real crazy about. All right, so obstacles and challenges. That wheel is turning, okay? The wheel's turning. So things are going to get better, and you're able to look forward and, you know, like see yourself. You begin looking forward to seeing what your future is with this person and without this person. Now, even though this is Scorpio, there's a lot of balancing going on here. You may still have a lot of Libra in your chart just because of the close proximity of Scorpio to Libra, but some of that leftover energy. But it's making you want to you know, find out exactly what it is that's going on. And you need to, like, you have the Hierophant here, okay? So you have the Two of Swords. This is you trying to balance that energy. It's like, do I give up? Do I give up this dream that I have with this person? Or is this person like promising me these things just so that they can leave me later on down the road, okay? And speaking of down the road, you have the Eight of Cups. It looks kind of like you're kind of torn between the, you know, staying and moving away. The Four of Pentacles talks about, you know, holding that energy down, staying really attached to it. And the Eight of Cups is moving away, knowing that there is something better and that you deserve better. And this, remember, we had the Chariot earlier, and the Chariot sometimes can make you feel a little chaotic and pulled in two different directions, and you're not really sure what it is that you have to do. And then you remember you had the Two of Swords, which is, you see, she is clearly blindfolded, and she's making that decision, you know, trying to use her head over her heart and not let the emotions get the best of her. All right, now let's get home to this last row. Okay, Page of Cups, Eight of Wands, Two of Cups, King of Cups, okay, Nine of Swords, and Queen of Wands. And in your outcome, you have the Seven of Wands and the Five of Cups. Okay. So yeah, a lot of these things are just going to happen so quick. You were unexpected. You could forgive this person or overlook a lot of things, and these patterns are going to repeat because they get in their head that, you know, where your boundaries are, how much you tolerate it. So they're going to push those boundaries and see how a little much more you would take. And they're going to continue to offer you this love, okay? And they know how to push your buttons, and they know what you want out of this relationship. And so they're going to try to pull you back in. And it's going to be swift, and it's going to be like that feeling of being swept off your feet almost. What you desire the most. Okay, we have the Two of Cups, and we have the King of Cups. So yes, you want this loving energy that this person has to give you, but you want it to be reciprocal. You want it to be a perfect give and take. You don't want this feeling to end. You want it to go on, and you're kind of feeling that you're gonna, you know, you've seen a million reasons in the whole wide world why you should stay with this person, because when it's good, it's so good, okay? And, you know, you're being realistic and thinking, okay, well, it can't be, you know, sunshine and roses all the time. There's going to be ups and downs, you know, there's going to be rain and sunshine, that type of thing. But when that energy becomes something that's not healthy, that's when you actually, you know, have to employ moving on from that. So obstacles and challenges, you have that Queen of Wands, and you have the Nine of Swords. So your person may have an ex from their past that is constantly coming back around. This is not somebody they have children with. This is not somebody that they have to have an inherent connection with for the rest of their life. This is somebody who just, you know, is just now a friend, okay? And I'm feeling that you're not exactly comfortable with having your partner be friends with this particular ex. You know, there's a lot of situations where even if your partner is the one that will not want to reconnect with this person. They see in their mind they're just going to be friends. Usually in this situation, one or the other partners is just waiting for that weak moment so that they can take them back. And this is what's concerning you the most. And it's worrying you a little bit, and it's causing you a little bit of distress and some grief. These are very big flashing red flags, okay? Your partner is constantly defending themselves. They're, trying to come up with a million excuses. I'm not finding like a particularly good end to this reading right here. It's kind of like it's going to go on all the way through June. Most of the month, at least half the month, everything's going to be so good. And the second half is showing me that, you're making these decisions. And you're kind of thinking about, remember that 3 of Wands at the beginning of the reading? Here he is right here, where you're thinking about the future and you're thinking, okay, I'm going to be sad and I'm going to miss it. But remember, you had that 2 of Cups, and here they are again. And, there is life after love. There is life after heartbreak. You can, there's always new love that's coming on. And the fact that your partner is overly defensive speaks volumes, okay? They have a million excuses why, okay? And it almost feels as if they feel a little resentful, okay? All right, Scorpio. I wish it was a better reading, but at least it's something that you can be prepared for. Tarot is not prophecy, but it's about those energies that are around us. And right now we are in Mercury Retrograde, and this is a time when exes come back. So this is definitely a period of time where this particular ex from your new partner is going to come and stick their ugly head back in and try to, get in your business, all right? And you don't feel like you should have to answer to that person at all, okay? All right, guys, so that's your reading for June 2021. I love you guys so much, and I will see you soon. All right, bye-bye.